What we focus on is taking all the information from the customer, really understanding what they're trying to do, really understanding who we're building for, and then designing an experience that really solves those problems.
We start by basically doing very open-ended research. How are people using online communication services these days, whether it's on a local laptop or PC or on a mobile phone? And that's really, really interesting because you're able to draw a bunch of data and insights in terms of customer preferences, needs, wants.
And we do the hard work up front of figuring out what features are truly required for that, what features are not required, or maybe will get in the way of really solving those problems. We get lots of great customer feedback from people using our product today. We have a variety of ways that we bring customers in, or we go to them and sit down with focus groups and show them things we're working on and get feedback. We have test environments internally where we can work on things and make sure they're coming together right.
We have a panel of people across the US, UK, and France, and we can go to those folks at any point in time and within about a week get feedback from them, whether it's on a concept or on a UX design or on messaging. We do traditional consumer research where we sit in rooms with people from all over the world and we listen to them and we talk to them about things like email or their use of productivity applications, their preferences for online use of those productivity applications versus client-based use of those productivity applications.
We spoke to several hundred individuals in cities like New York, San Francisco, and in Brazil, China, India, as well as in Europe. So one of the things about traveling around the world and going to countries like China and India and Brazil and these diverse environments is how surprisingly consistent people are when it comes to their viewpoints on email, how they use email in those different ways we talked about, and also their attitudes towards being super busy, information overload, and spam. It consistently comes up. We have used all of this information, this rich data, to really incorporate into how we build both the current and future products.
We do what we call longitudinal studies, where we get feedback from hundreds of people who have agreed to participate in this study and essentially comment on the value of the services and the features that we've provided, and then to point out areas where we might be able to improve in our next iteration.
We have some external programs for customers to choose to be part of, maybe a little bit more of a bleeding edge of product design. We take all the feedback from the entire user base, all the feedback from years of working on collaboration and sharing across Office and Windows Live and Hotmail, and then we really package that into an experience designed to solve real problems.
From there, it gets to speccing and then actual development.
And of course, sometimes customers tell us, hey, you missed one little thing. Great, we respond to that and we go and fix it. But a lot of times, I think we make our customers much more happy with the product we deliver to them day one than they would have been in another model.
The engineering team, together with others, they go off and they design features. We take a look. Everybody takes a look at them. Ultimately, some are kept, some aren't.
We don't think it's appropriate to treat 300 million people as our test subjects. So we're very careful before we introduce something to Hotmail about making sure that it really works. We've really worked at being better and taking that feedback and really delivering people real value rather than a constant stream of change that may or may not actually have real value.
Microsoft has a lot of DNA in this area. You go back to the early days of Office, the early days of Windows. Microsoft has a really long history in doing user studies and doing user analysis, and that makes us more effective at designing whatever scenario it is down the road.